Today I got time, cuz.
Oh shit. I love that little snippet. I love that little snippet.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. That's my video. Young dude, like today I got time,
Got a little
cuz.
time, cuz. Hold on. What? I know it's just like riding a bike, so let me get back to it. No foreplay, we bike.
We back.
We bike,
We
you know what
back.
I'm saying? One time for the one time.
This like a takeover show.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It is.
it's like a takeover show. This like this over east and out west coming
That's
together.
it. Nothing big.
I know people listening like they waiting on MP to talk, but MP like he in like contract negotiations
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
out.
yeah.
So
He's holding out right now.
he holding out.
He
So
don't want
hopefully,
he don't want to get franchise tagged again.
right, right, right. You know, up to his usual Beyonce tricks,
Mr. Knowles, shall we say.
Mister Knows. Hopefully he get his contract worked out and make his return. That's what we hoping for. So, you know, yeah.
But until then, we go get him some of this thug love. This is when Bone hooked up with Pop.
No, we got to give him that Ja Rule and Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah, I'm Bobby Brown.
I get that.
I'm Bobby hopping out the helicopter. No, you get
Bob dealing with him.
That nigga Bobby, man. We let him slide with a whole lot of his.
You know what? Bobby has a real classic R&B album. So it's like once you get one of the real classics, like Don't Be Cruel, you just got to let him slide.
I mean, because we let Lauren get away with fucking murder from her one album.
Listen, and Lauren one album, and this is no slander against her album, but it ain't no damn Don't Be Cruel.
It is, bro. I've been trying to tell people this for years. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm saying nothing wrong, but that really want a 5 mic guaranteed classic to me. I don't know. I mean, it came at the perfect time. You know, a lot of women named their kids Zion and stuff like that. So
it came at the perfect time, and you know she was the balance. She was the perfect balance to the Foxy and Kim. It was like a real nice little balance because you had Foxy, Kim, then you had Lauren, Missy. Granted, Missy was sexual too, but Missy was hitting niggas with that shit at the same time.
yeah.
So yeah,
on some beat me now on one shit.
right. You know what? That's a good place to start. So, you know, Jermaine Dupri got in trouble.
Yeah.
He got in trouble.
Come on. Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri said, you know, he pretty much said that the female rappers now, and I don't like using that word female, but I'm using it because that's what people use when they describe rappers. So it sounds weird to say woman rapper and shit like that. But so female rappers, he said the female rappers now, he just said that they strippers and pretty much like that they strippers. And the crazy part is he came under fire for that hard. Like they came at Jermaine hard as hell.
Oh, hard, bro. And in my mind, only the herd dog hollers. I don't really think he went too far or nothing. Because, I mean, if you look around, the hottest female rappers right now are who? Megan and Cardi, right?
Right. Megan, Cardi. Yep.
Saweetie or something.
Saweetie. And then what's crazy, you got people down here that's popping. Like you got Rennie Rucci popping, who was definitely, she's fresh out the strip club. I didn't even know she was out the strip club at the time I heard her song. But yeah, like, you know, people like that are actually that we know are stripping and or strippers.
Yeah.
Or emulating stripper behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, it's interesting because he said it and he got blasted.
He got super blasted. And in my mind, the arguments that came up don't have nothing to do with what he said. Like women talk. So women talking like, basically men rap about, you know, oral sex and fucking bitches and all this. And I'm like, that still doesn't take away from the music that's out right now. It's still stripper music. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Ain't nobody talking about, the type of, what kind of music, you know what I'm saying? Like the quality of the music. Because it's not bad music, but it is stripper music. I mean, just like
Right.
I had to explain to someone, like, we have drill music, we have mumble rap, we have emotional rap. This is all, you know what I mean? These are several different categories inside of rap. But I guess the females took it all wrong. I don't know. How did you take it?
I took what he said as super, super accurate. And the reason I did that is because everybody know I live rap still to this day. And I listen to a lot of rap, and the thing is, the rappers that are rapping about that are super talented, that everybody wanted to name afterwards. So everybody came behind Jermaine Dupri and said, well, what about Tierra Whack? Well, most people don't know Tierra Whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been singing Tierra Whack praises forever. Like, she was nominated for a Grammy last year, but y'all wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? But Megan is essentially, to a rap fan, she's a household name right now. City Girls are a household name right now. So I've seen a lot of rappers kind of get swept under the rug who aren't doing stripper rap. So I was like, I'm with Jermaine. I see what he's saying. I see why he said it. And, granted, it is a sore subject for a lot of people. And I get that, because people, we dealing with something kind of similar to, who said this? So Dave Chappelle. So I saw Dave Chappelle, and he's so relatable, but he said something a long time ago that made me think of the backlash. Because after Jermaine said this, all the women had something to say. They all had a video to make. They all wanted to stand up for people and things like that. So something that stuck out to me that Dave Chappelle said, he says, hey, the women, they need allies, right?
Right.
So he always said this, and he stands by it. And the thing that I always say is that when you look at rap from women, and nowadays it has a stripper tag, when you look at it, you say, who are their allies actually in rap, in the structure of rap? Because you don't really have any allies on the CEO side. Like, nobody's just running out to sign them. They don't really have, right? They not really represented. I don't think Hove has any. He doesn't have any rappers signed to Rock, any female rappers signed to Rock Nation. QC has Cardi under management. They have Rennie Rucci, both stripper rappers. So I think when you look at the grand scheme, J. Cole, he has Ari Lennox, a singer. He doesn't have a rapper.
Right.
So when you do this kind of music, they look at you like a novelty act. And I get it, you want to lash out at these people and say, well, who's Jermaine Dupri? He ain't got no hits. Baby, you got 1 million streams. He got 20 million sales, like,
really?
at least. So, I think that a lot of times, like you said, Fresh, the hit dog hollers and, they upset. But I think you have to listen to what he's saying when you try to think about longevity in the game.
And that's the thing, right? When I think of females rappers who lasted the longest, or who stuck around more than one album or one hit, they had the gimmick. I mean, not going to say gimmick. They had the sex sales thing, but they also could rap. You know what I mean? Like, even if we love Foxy Brown, Foxy Brown had videos where she had on jogging suits the whole damn video and Tim's. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? She took some time off. Like, hold on, y'all ain't finna take away from these rounds. I mean, even in her first video with Ain't No Nigga, she was just spitting. You know what I mean? I mean, Kim came across, a little abrasive, but that's because how Big wanted her to be portrayed. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
around all these niggas, you got to stand out even harder. But I feel like somewhere we got lost, bro. In between a Brat and Nicki Minaj, female rapping just went by the wayside. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
Because Nicki legit didn't have competition for like 7 years, bro. She won best female rapper like every year for like 6-7 years, bro.
Right.
Like, come on, man. That's impossible for it to be only one rapper in this whole world. You know, I'm so happy when Ooh came out.
you know what's interesting about this? So Jermaine Dupri, his exact quote was this. He said, "I feel they're all rapping about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. For me, it's like strippers rapping. And as far as rap goes, I'm not getting who's the best."
Mm.
And I think that statement kind of changes it, because simply what he said was everybody's rapping, which is essentially what he said is this. Everybody's making a twerk song like City Girls. Everybody's making an act up. Everybody's making a money like Cardi. Everybody's making a big old freak of cash shit. But listening to all of them, all y'all shit sound the same, and I don't know who's the best.
Yeah.
So your argument, a lot of people argument, they try to flip it and say, well, men all rap about the same thing. Okay, men rap about the same thing, but I guarantee you this: we know who the best nigga rapping is, we know who's our top guys. When I ask people and I say who's the best rapper out right now, people gonna come with the Kendricks. Mm-hmm. People gonna come with all types of names:
Cole, Ross, Drake.
Right. You gonna hear those names. But when you say, man, who out of this class of rappers is rapping the best out of the female rappers that's out now, people gonna be confused because all they can damn near quote is hooks.
That's it. Or just hooks.
Right. Just hooks. Like, so, Jermaine, I don't think he overstepped. I've always been a Jermaine fan, and I feel like his knowledge of the music business is so in depth that come on, man, this is Jermaine.
And I really don't think that was no shock value shit. I think he was just legit telling the truth. Like you say, man, this is Jermaine Dupri. This ain't fucking DJ Academics. This
right.
You know what I mean? This is Jermaine fucking Dupri. Jermaine Dupri is a legend, either way we look at it. You know what I mean? When it comes to the music, Jermaine Dupri been in the music business since he's like 13, bro.
Right.
So when he tell you, hey man, I really can't even separate this new shit from who's who, we gotta listen.
Right.
He didn't say the music was trash. He didn't say the music is horrible. He just said, hey man, I really don't know who's who. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't get mad at that man for having constructive criticism, because in anything we do in life, when someone criticizes something, we always say, did that person do this? Like, did that guy play in the NBA? Or do you do hair? You know what I mean? So this is Jermaine Dupri. I think he has the right to say what he said. Period, point blank.
Right. You know what, man? Can I talk about getting old?
Yeah.
Hey,
you got the face app?
No. I didn't get the face app. And I'm not gonna get it, because yesterday I woke up and I was in pain on my and I thought I damn near tore my Achilles in my sleep. Like I woke up and it's crazy. Here's some shit about getting old, and this is how you're getting old. I low key felt like when I got hurt, I was like, damn, like I woke up, I'm dragging my leg around, and my first thought was like, damn, I can't fight right now. Like if somebody attacked me, I couldn't fight. Like what do I got to do? I was like, man, I just got to hit him I just got to carry the thump on me right now. Like I'm that old. I'm like old granddad. Like,
yo, we were talking about that at the barber shop. Yo, it was crazy. We was talking about, cause they was like, you think Mike Tyson can still fight? And I showed them a video of Mike Tyson still swinging fast as fuck. Right. And one of the dudes at the shop like, man, I got the best air jumper in the world. That don't mean I'm gonna get on the court and kill. I was like, bro, you not gonna run up on Mike Tyson thinking you can whoop him right now, bro, no matter how old he is. But I'm like, at our age, how long do we think we can have a fight, bro? I said, ain't no way I can fight for more than 30 seconds.
If I can't finish you off in 30 seconds.
Well, you won, bro. You won. I got $22 in my pocket. It's yours.
Hey, I got a question though. So, we in two different places. I'm in Atlanta, you in Chicago. So I'm slightly upset I missed the Posh party this year.
Oh.
It's like, man, I was hurt. I was hurt, but how was the party, man? How tell me how it was. Describe it like I wasn't there, because I wasn't.
Okay. All things considered, I give it a C plus.
Okay.
I give it a C plus. And really just because Posh will always bring out the beautiful women. I didn't like the setup at all. I didn't like the setup at all. If you didn't have a section, you pretty much shouldn't have been at the party. Like, there was nowhere like a dance floor or anywhere you can, like a mingling area, anything like that. Even in between the bar and the couch was like very small. So if you was waiting on a drink, you really had to like wait 5 minutes, hope the bar clear up, then run to the bar type thing. And the drinks were overpriced. But I just didn't like the setup with the 2 rooms and the 2 DJs. So if you vibing in one room and that bar 2 packed, you try to go to the next one, they're probably playing something completely different, throwing off your vibe you had. Yeah, I didn't like the setup, but because it's still so many women and it's just a nice atmosphere, they still got a C plus. I couldn't give them a B minus because the B minus seemed like a successful part. But for how much, the tickets were going for, nah, man, I just can't give them a high grade this year. Bring Studio Paris back. I wish they could have brought, it ain't up to them, but I really wish they could have brought Studio Paris back. Even so every year, Posh trademark is having the little vines and everyone takes pictures in front of the vines with the Posh background.
Right.
They do the boomerang. Even that seemed squished. You know what I mean? Like, let's just see if we can prop this up here and see if it's enough room for people to take the picture.
Okay.
It was very cramped. Very cramped, very cramped. It looked like it was in a basement. Like, legit, if underground is literally underground, when you come in, you go down like 2 flights of stairs. It's one big flight, but it's like 2 flights connected. So you go down about 20 stairs. You literally underground, man. It's like it was a basement party for real. The lighting was not that great. Looked it real dark for it to be a day party. I'm used to the sun shining in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you popping your bottles and all that. But, I mean, I'm still going back to the next one. I mean, this is not going to detour me from going to any more Posh events.
Right. Say you will be back. Yeah,
I will be back. And I definitely will have a section. I felt so poor. Just walking around. And even one of the guys, he came to me like, Fresh, what y'all section at, Joe? I was like, man, we don't even got one. He said, oh, we struggling together. I said, we struggling together.
You felt impoverished.
And I was overdressed. I was overdressed to be standing up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Courtney. Courtney came up to me like, y'all see Fresh dripping in this motherfucker? He got the Prada polo and the Yeezys on, sunglasses. Yeah, I hit all that, man, and I still was standing up. So I felt real bad.
Okay.
Definitely will have it again.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm with it.
But I went with Aunt P and AJ, and as usual, they enjoyed themselves to the fullest. Hennessy was flowing. They was cool. Of course, we were the last people to leave because Aunt P has to hug every girl he's ever met in his life and try to get a picture and ask them how their life is going and all that. And I pulled a double that night too, man. I had a party at Promontory that night, so I was pretty out of it. At the Posh, they had a reggae party at Promontory. I was really out of that, man. But all in all, it was a dope Saturday.
Cool. I'm with it.
So down there, though, have you been out? That's my question. Have you been out since you've been in Atlanta?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Atlanta's just an interesting place once you start going out, because I definitely been out. I definitely been to the club. I've been to some of the big parties, some of the Kenny Burns parties. I still haven't been to a Alex Gideon party yet. He's the top guy. He's been the top guy for a long time. Just edging out Kenny by a little bit, but Kenny's like an entertainer, as well. So I've been to some real dope parties, and I've been to some parties also that really just look good on Instagram.
Yeah.
and the interesting part about being out down here, when you go out, you'll definitely go to a party and you'll look up and it'll be all the people on there that are your Instagram celebrities. And I don't mean like, the random people nobody know, they're just famous on Instagram, but you'll see T.I. in the club, you'll see Big Boy in the club, you'll see Lil Duval in the club. And then when you see the recap of that party on the internet, it will look like the fucking best party that was happening. But it's like, I've been in those same parties. I'm like, that party was actually pretty weak. Like, I left early. Like, it was
Exactly.
right. I'm like, man, it looked better than it really was. And then I've also been it's also one party I go to. It's my staple party. Like, I damn near don't even want to give it up. Like, I tell people if they come, but it's a dope party. And the recaps don't look like much. It ain't a lot of pictures even shared of the party. But when I tell you this party is really amazing, and it's on Sunday, which is cool because a lot of time people are gone. Like people, if people come here, they all leave on Sunday. I tell them, like, if you come to Atlanta and you leave like Sunday afternoon or early Sunday evening, you missed out already. Because Atlanta has off days that they party. Like Fridays and Saturdays are cool, but really Thursday jumps off crazy.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Thursdays in Atlanta are bananas.
Thursdays,
Thursday's the real Friday down there.
Yeah. The plan for everybody, I had to realize this. So a lot of people don't work on Friday, or they work half days, or they just stay out all night, struggle into the office on Friday, and that's what they do. Friday has a good party as well, but I'm telling you, that Sunday party, and then even on Monday, you look right back on Monday. Monday has some dope parties because what happened is Magic City Mondays took off so much that what would happen is people that kind of made Mondays a going out night. So now a bunch of people that made they Mondays dope because of Magic City Monday. So, yeah, man. So it's definitely a dope party scene. It's all kinds of scenes that are dope here. So yeah, I be out, but it's the shit that be happening here, man. Like when you go out, it's a lot because this place, in terms of kicking, it really has everything that you're looking for and more.
So no, legit.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just think about my first time at Compound, man. I still can't get over that, man. Just like we were in a section and Jared Jack was right next to us, like, come on, man, y'all with me, man. Don't even worry about it. He like paid the bills and everything. Just randomly, Jared fucking Jack. Just like, I got it, y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like,
nah, it was wild.
And I think when I went out with Matt was here, Matt loves, Matt just smoked some hookah. And, we were in the club, and it was funny because the club was in the strip mall, and I expected it to not look good in there. But we go in there, that club actually looked decent. And then, we chilling, and, we look up, and I just start seeing all these girls come in. And they wasn't even dressed like, they didn't even look like girls that was so like, like IG models. They look like, just regular girls you would see. They kind of like how Diamond from Crime Mob used to look, right? Mm-hmm. So just little cute looking, random, like half hood, half bougie girls come in. And they was all of them in a row. But it was so many in a row. I was like, they got to be here with somebody. And lo and behold, damn near all the free bands except for Future was in there. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, and it's super funny because they in the booth, and it's literally like the booth is packed. I didn't even know you could have this many people in the booth. And, it's just like your night will change like that. Cause before that, it was a kind of cool, like slightly turned down experience. And the next thing you know, you look the fuck up and it's like, oh shit, this what we on?
My other go-to spot there is 111. I love 111. I always get a section. I always stand up on the back of the couch there. Show me so much love, man. And the thing about Atlanta I love, they don't charge like Chicago. Like if they say a section is $500 and you get 2 bottles and a hookah, you can get like 15 people in. They're not gonna tell you 6 people on the 500. No, you got a section. How many with you? Oh, it's 15 of us. All right, get these wristbands and I'll take you to your section.
Right.
That's why, another reason why we always kicking in Atlanta hard. Like, oh, damn. And y'all bought it cheap. Oh, come on with it.
Yeah, and I always tell people the one thing I found out here quickly, I found out the life hack. When you want a section in Atlanta and you don't say you may not drink or you don't want to pay the bottle money, that people definitely go and get these hookahs. Right. Yep. You get you a hookah and you get a table. And like, wow. I was so surprised. And I used to be like, why everybody doing hookah in the club? And it's like, you get a table in a section with a $50 hookah. I get it now.
For real. That's really a down south thing too, because Houston does the same thing. Chicago, we the only ones that's not hip to everything else, man. That's why Chicago nightlife is struggling, bro. That's why it's struggling right now. People are always asking what to do in Chicago, like, because we're struggling, man. You go to these other places, it's something going on all the time, any time of the day. Any time of the day after 2:00. Happy hour is kicking in at 3. And happy hour be busting.
Right.
BQE busting every time you go down there.
Right.
Like, come on, man. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get it together.
Maybe. So, man, another thing that happened, I low-key wish I was home so I could have seen Chance the Snapper.
Chance the Snapper. The West Side up 1.
Right.
The West Side is now up 1. We had a whole gator.
The West Side had a gator in Humboldt Park.
Humboldt Park. Somebody said, look, this motherfucker getting too big for the backyard pool. We gonna have to dump him in the lagoon. You know that's what happened, man. Ain't no fucking alligators coming up from nowhere. That's somebody pet. They got too big.
Right. Somebody pet. And then it was crazy. They was like, when they called him, they was like, he's very healthy. I'm like, I'm sure. He was a pet. Somebody was feeding him raw chickens.
Yes. Dog, a whole, like, that's really not something you pull up on. Like, yeah, Joe, they got a motherfucking gator. They got a gator in Humboldt Park. That's not like a fucking coyote, wolf that done strayed too far.
Right.
Hell no, bro. But hold on, since we on water in general in Chicago, the playpen, dog. I have never been yet, but that's like when all the black people who got boats, they have some kind of weekend or they have some kind of kick it time where all the black people with the boats go to the playpen. And Dion, you heard of the playpen, right?
Yeah.
Could you describe the playpen to those listeners who are not from Chicago or who are in Chicago but not informed of what the playpen actually is?
So the playpen is like an area that essentially turns into a club on the water, where people who have boats or access to boats, let's say that, because, people can definitely get access to boats. They get access to the boats. They go out to a certain area. What you essentially do when you get there, you kind of rope your boats together. So you can kind of make like an area that's kind of safe. And so people can go from boat to boat, different things. So it looks like the way Posh plans their party, it's always the day before the boat takeover. So it was funny because the homie hit me up and he was like, yo, can you make a playlist for the boat called Wakanda on the Lake? And it was funny. I hit him up and I was like, I told him I got him, but I also slipped in there like, niggas never invite me to the boat. And but yeah, you look at it and it's just, a lot of black excellence on the water, people getting it together. The playpen also, what's interesting about the playpen is come under fire like in recent years, but it's like interesting because it's like you can't really do anything about it because they're on the water. So you do have CBD out there, but it, essentially since nothing major happens, there's nothing to really police, but it's just an area you go out there, people drink, people have a good time, you play music, the women, swimsuits looking beautiful, they dancing, just everybody enjoying themselves.
Driving the boat in real life. Oh my God. It looks fun though. I don't know how to swim, none of that, but I will still definitely go to the playpen with this dad body, and then they'll get whatever I think what's under this shirt. But it's definitely something I want to do before the summer is out because it looks dope. And, I'm always into black excellence. I like just seeing black people doing any and everything. You know what I mean, to the utmost. Because when we do it, we're gonna do it completely different than anybody else. I've seen so many bottles of Hennessy White in 1942. Come on, black people. We know how to dress up poverty like no other. Don't nobody dress up poverty like us.
Oh man, so is this you saying you want to go next year? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My cousin actually has a boat that he takes out on Lake Michigan. And he wanted me to go DJ on the boat one time, and I told him I'll do that. That's just another level of stunning for him.
Right.
Yeah, I got a DJ on my boat. So I told him I'm with it.
Well. I'll come home. I'll come home to drive the boat. I'll come home for that.
True indeed.
So go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, in that situation, I know you don't drink, but in that situations, would this be a time where you just had to have a drink?
No, not at all. Not at all. Listen, man, I've resisted in the most extreme of situations. And the thing is, I can swim. And the thing is, I would be out there damn near probably paranoid, feel like I got to save somebody else. I'd be like, oh shit. Like, let me keep my head on the swivel because I feel like one of you niggas can't swim and gonna do a little too much.
I definitely don't know how to swim, and I definitely stay in the middle of the boat.
Oh man. So it's two people that we talked about a lot in the history of the No Foreplay Show. And we damn near said we weren't going to talk about either one of these people again. We definitely said this. And you know what? I think actually we're going to keep our word. But y'all know who the fuck we talk about. R. Kelly and Donald Trump. We just going to say their name and we going to move on. That's it.
We're going to keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
But just know, R. Kelly, ... Donald Trump, ...
Right.
Whatever you want to fill in with those ... we agree with you.
Right, exactly. Listen, we are about one day away from the release of the Lion King live action movie.
True. Oh my God.
I got my ticket. I can say that I got my ticket. I had it for weeks. I'm sitting like in the middle too. Like I'm sitting like dead center, one seat. Like I'm ready. I want all the smoke.
I'm definitely my mother inboxed me today or texted me today and was like, we definitely going to Old Navy to get our Lion King shirt because they got real t-shirts. She was like, I was like, yes, Mom, we go wear Lion King t-shirts. I'm definitely going with my mother to see this movie. Thank you, Chicago. We rented out a whole theater, Harper Theater. We're pretty much sold out of tickets. I think we have like 2 tickets left. Probably by the time the show airs, we'll be sold out. We rented out 2 theaters, and we're going to do it, man. I mean, I'm thirsty. I hope they don't mess up a classic. I hope Beyonce talks like a lion and not a mother to Blue. I hope she's actually in character because some of these previews I heard, I hope that was just trolling. I really hope that was just trolling and that was not really part of the movie, bro.
Man, I'm legitimately am scared because I'm like, yo, they could do so much shit that I'm like, please just don't mess up the movie. Please. That's all I'm asking. Nothing else. Just don't mess it up. That's it.
It's one of those things like I don't even know how you could mess this up.
I hear you.
But you think they can still find a way?
Yeah. Hopefully, I think the interesting part today, which kind of even which made me even more skeptical, is when Beyonce announced her album today. That is with the movie, The Lion King, The Gift. Executive produced by Beyonce. Music from and inspired by the film.
Mm-hmm.
She got some of everybody on this damn album. I'll say that. And yeah.
I'm more worried about my my hyenas, because Whoopi played that role to the T. Like, Whoopi was a cold ass hyena. Like, oh my God. And I don't want them to be messed up. Timon and Pumbaa, I really don't care. But I need my hyenas on bullshit. I need them to say, if you ever come back, we'll kill ya. I need all that. I need all that, bro. If they fuck that up for me, I will voice my disgruntledness, if that's even a word, inside the theaters like I did when I was watching Endgame. So we shall see, bro. We shall see. Like Beyonce, I ain't expecting much from Beyonce.
Yeah.
I know James Earl go come through like he always comes through. Not really worried about that. And my boy Donald Glover, he does this. So he was built for shit like this. So I don't see him fucking up either.
Yeah. Another thing, I feel like, you know, we definitely have off Endgame, but so far, and I go to the movies to see a lot of shit. I will say Spider-Man Far From Home. I know Endgame was good. I get it, people. I know it was good. But Far From Home, to me, that shit hit me hard. Like that low key hit just as hard as Avengers. Like I get it that, you know, we definitely want to just put Avengers on top. But yeah. Let me just.
That shit was cold, yo. That explanation of the blip alone to me was cold.
Right.
Like, niggas like, wait a minute, Joe. My younger brother older than me now. Like, shit like that was like, yeah, nigga. I mean, you was gone. You don't come back 21. You still 16. Right. So there was a lot of little shit like that in Spider-Man that you got to catch all them little Easter eggs, bro. Because they snap. They definitely snap with that shit.
They definitely snap. And you know what? I know people listening to us, they want us to talk about, because, you know, since we don't have regular shows, there's so much that we missed. So much that we didn't necessarily cover at the time. So some of this shit we just got to touch on. But I will say this. The NBA off season. So much shit went so many different ways and directions and all that, man. What can I say? I want you to sum this up for me, the NBA offseason, and I want you to sum it up in 30 seconds. And I'm gonna put you on the clock. I'm gonna give you some time to start, but I'm gonna put you on the clock when I do. So your 30 seconds starts now.
This was the best NBA offseason. To me, they single-handedly saved the NBA this offseason. To me, the NBA was on its way to a strike. They was going to try to do something to eliminate super teams because the shit was making basketball non-competitive. Now you have all these dynamic duos. You have brought basketball back, and we don't know who is who. Can nobody tell me the best 5 teams in the West? Basketball has been saved. Thank you, CG. I mean, AKA.
Oh God, 30 seconds, man. 30 seconds.
Commit. Time.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I agree. Because now people just whatever the fuck they want to be. So, you know, we just.
And to me, one move did all that. Just by KD leaving Golden State, that set up the NBA for everything. Like, let's get it cracking. Now KD gone, people feel like, oh, we got a chance. Let's shoot for some shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Dog, Houston picking up Westbrook, even though I'm curious, I'm anxious to see how this will work. Anybody know me? Rusty and James Harden, two of my favorite players. They're on the same team, but I just don't see how the shit gonna work. I'm anxious and curious to see how that'll work. But they went for it. You know, Houston went for it. People feel like this next season is up for grabs. They feel like everyone felt like they was one move away, except for the Bulls. So I had to throw that shot in there because MP in here. But a lot of teams felt like the way Utah has been maneuvering, low key. People better watch out for Utah, bro.
Whew. Yeah.
Was there any surprise moves? I asked you that. Did you think it was any surprise moves that happened in the offseason?
Yes. I was definitely surprised by the Westbrook shit. Because even after Paul George got traded, I still was expecting him to hold on to him for this season or anything like that. So I was not expecting him to just get traded like that. Honestly, I just didn't.
Shit, Paul George.
Oh, well, you know.
He just went the man with a trade. What kind of shit was that?
Right.
That's the only fool-ass move of the whole offseason to me. Like Paul George. I ain't get that at all, bro. But hey, I guess he wanted to be back home. He liked Doc Rivers or something. But that was the only fool-ass move to me, like, as far as like trade demands or someone jumping ship. Like, I don't even care about Jimmy Butler going to the Heat.
Yeah,
that was a fool-ass move, but it was Jimmy Butler.
He just wanted to go to Miami. At this point, he said, "Man, I ain't gonna win shit. Let me go live on South Beach on Star Island." Like, that's it.
Try to take the coupe to Collins.
Yeah.
But besides that, hell no. I mean, this has been truly one crazy offseason. Like, the NBA know what it was doing. Like, the NBA said they wanted to have like a year-round league. Like, they wanted to keep the buzz up even in the offseason. I think they have done a great job because it's still, if I don't want to give my idea out, but I'm going to talk to some NBA execs. I feel like the NBA definitely needs their own version of Hard Knocks. Like, this Lakers team would have been so dope for Hard Knocks.
They would. They definitely would.
Like, all these different personalities trying to come together. That's going to be must-see TV.
And to be honest, as a Lakers fan, I don't even want to see it.
Look at this shit here. I can see you now with the disgust on your face. Look at this shit
I don't want to see it. I do not. Nope. Not me. Not at all. But even before we get to that, NFL's coming up. I'm always excited for the NFL. The NFL is like balls to the wall. 16 weeks of just mayhem. Like, once the season starts, it's just every week. It's like shenanigans. And you look up and some team you ain't even think was going to be decent and you're going to be pissed off. It's going to be a random quarterback who's going to be better than everybody thought. You're going to be like, what is this shit I'm looking at?
Yep. That's what the NFL has. It got that surprise. Oh shit! It got that surprise element. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Somebody gonna suck that's supposed to be good. Like, all types of just randomness.
I want my boy Cam to come back, man. You know they've been counting my boy Cam out. I want Cam to come back, man. They've been at my boy, so I really want him to come back. Of course, I'm excited about my Bears this year as usual. I have every reason to be. You know, minus a field goal, ain't no telling where we would have ended up last year. I know the Lions. Don't even worry about it, John.
You know, I mean, I hope I just hope that for the Lions that we have a productive season. That's all I can say. The Bears, on the other hand, you guys got a lot of title hopes kind of out there. So, you know, right. Everybody, all the NFL fans are the same. We're gonna see how this shit go. We're gonna see how the train how preseason looks in that first week, and then once the first week happens, everybody gonna be talking Super Bowl. Like,
everybody. I mean, I was the only one on Trubisky ass last year. Didn't nobody want You know what I'm saying? Just shut up and all that. Nah, man, fuck that. You got to have a real quarterback to win the chip. Ain't no Trent Dilfer shit happening no more.
So Fresh, I got a question, man. Are you going to SIU Black Alumni this year?
Yes, I am.
He says, yes, I am.
Yes. It would be me and two of my fellow West Side brethren. One of the guys, he's never been. We convinced him to go in. He's scared, and I told him he had every right to be. We thought it was going to be a lot of sleepless nights. And he's not understanding this. Like, he went to an HBCU. He's never experienced Carbondale.
Okay.
But he can see why we said that SIU is an HBCU inside of PWI. Like, Black Alumni is, I don't know. I don't know the words to explain Black Alumni at Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. Ooh. But I'm definitely going. The AKA pool party starts at 12.
Oh, God.
I think we'll be there like at 1. So, yeah, man, we leaving early from White Castle on Central and North Avenue. It's gonna be real nice, man. Real colorful.
Well, I will not be attending from Atlanta this year. And it's funny because I was actually thinking about it. Cause SIU, I know a lot of people don't like, Amtrak and things like that, but SIU, it's not like they have an airport. I wasn't driving 12 hours, but anybody who's ever taken an Amtrak to Carbondale, knows that they're two. So you got the one that kind of runs all through Illinois that stops, I guess at the bottom of Illinois. You got that one. Then you have the big one that actually goes from Chicago all the way to New Orleans. Yep. So it's funny because I didn't know. And then some told me, I said, I bet that motherfucker goes through Atlanta. Lo and behold, I looked up and it does. It's the same place. So the last stop is New Orleans, Chicago to New Orleans, and then New Orleans to Chicago, and it goes through Carbondale. So I took a look. I was like, maybe I can get that, but apparently I looked too late. The cheapest train ticket is like $4.59 at this point. I'm like, $4.59? Like what? I can right? Yes. So I was like,
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'd rather take a train for 4 hours than a plane for 4 hours, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, it does. It does.
I would definitely ride a train, bro. You could go through the carts. There's more room. You can take a real nap. Like, I don't know, man. And if you got lucky with one of them cold carts where they be showing movies in one of the carts, yeah, bro.
And those the New Orleans train is the one that's like double decker. People actually got the rooms and stuff like that. So yeah, that train is legit, and that actually has the real dining car on it. Which kind of the first time I caught one, I was like, they got a real dining car. So I said, let me go in there and see if this food is good. And their breakfast was so good. I said, what the kind of?
Oh, their breakfast.
I was like.
Shit. I'm
like, what kind of train is this? G? Like, this is like the Orient Express.
Because we had got a sleeper cart my freshman year coming to Chicago, and they wake you up for breakfast. And we like, damn, this shit. It was just like Equalizer 2 at the beginning when Denzel Washington was up. I was like, oh, shit, this shit legit. I'm with this.
Oh, man.
So I never had no problem. And then I lived out west, so I really never had no problem catching the train and shit. I'm 10 minutes away from Canal and Jackson and shit.
Oh man! So I want to bring up something else. Interesting times we living in right now. So as we know, Lil Nas X has pretty much been dominating music, right?
Yes.
He's #1 song in the country for forever and forever. And we looked up, and it's like, okay. Right now, he kind of came out at the end of Pride Month. Pride Month was June. And, he came out and said, hey, I thought everybody knew. And he said, I thought it made it obvious. So he showed his album cover and was like, y'all thought those rainbows were just there and for play. And like, literally, here we are. And it's like, damn. he came out, and it's interesting because a lot of people rallied around him, which I felt was interesting, because I expected people to rally around him though. But one thing that was interesting, Young Thug, actually of all people, did an interview, and he said that, pretty much he kind of wished that he didn't come out. He doesn't think that Lil Nas X should have came out. He says because now everybody is going to focus on him being gay instead of the music. Mm-hmm. It was interesting. What you think about that?
I think you have people like Young Thug and Tyler the Creator who walk that fine line. Are they gay? Aren't they gay? Could they be? Couldn't they be? But they do just enough to play both sides where it doesn't affect their music. You know what I mean? Like even the stories that came out about Tyler the Creator being gay, or that he came out, he never really came out, not that I know of, and said, I'm gay. You know what I mean? So I can understand how people would take, like what you said, just the notion of him being gay away from his music. You know what I mean? Oh, just like look how the memes came and all the jokes that came as soon as he said he was gay. You know what I mean? So that definitely took what y'all think he was talking about, riding and all that. Like, oh my God, y'all, come on, y'all. The kids sing this song more than anybody. Please don't mess this up. You know what I mean? So I can understand if Thug coming like that, if Thug coming just to be on some spiteful, jealous and stuff, then I can't rock with him with that. But if he's coming from that angle, like, see, bro, like they're gonna use your music against you now because you came out and stuff like that, then yeah, I can see that. But like I said, Thug and Tyler definitely walked the line more than any other rapper.
Right. It was super interesting because I was watching an HBO special with Gerard Carmichael, and so he was talking to his family during the special. It was really dope. One part is called Home Videos, the other one is called Sermon on the Mount. And in Home Videos, he was talking to the women in his family. He was talking to his mother, and so he's talking to his mother, and he tells his mother that he's hooked up with men before, right? And it's like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. But he goes right past and they like, oh, he's never talked since then. He hasn't discussed it. So like nobody knows. And I think the interesting part about that is because now all of a sudden he had just released his EP, and he released his EP. He had more songs hit the charts, and he had the song. I love this fucking song from him more than Old Town Road because I really don't like Old Town Road. But he has a song called Panini, and Panini's just so catchy to me. And it's super interesting because the EP comes out. You like, okay, we get 7 songs from him. 2 of the songs are Old Town Road, but it's like right about the EP is when he made the announcement, and it's like, damn, you haven't heard anything like really about the EP since. The whole story is about his sexuality, and it kind of shows, it's a reflection of us as a society. It's a reflection of the press to say like, yo, a guy who's came out of nowhere, made a hit record, regardless of anything else, the record's a hit. People enjoy it, but now because he kind of releases his sexuality, now everybody's on it. So in that token of it, I agree with Young Thug because I'm like, yo, now people, they like the song. Yeah, they still don't like the song, but now, it's going to be, the gay rapper with that song. And that's what I really don't want for him. And it's just kind of even irritating me to even think that that's going to be the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
That's, I don't know, man. It's tough, man. But like you say, though, that's us as a people, man. How we be coming, man.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. I know these two don't seem like they correlate, but they do to me. I'm sorry. Homosexuality and city girl songs.
Okay.
How do you feel about this whole city girl summer phenomenon, shall you say, that's going on right now?
To be honest, I'm all for it. Because I'm all for people making summers fun again. Make
Exactly. Because in Chicago, it seems like summer only a month and a half.
make the summer fun again. I know a lot of times, people are upset with things that happen in the summer, whether it be violence or different things like that, or kids doing flash mobs or whatever. But anything that kind of takes that out of the main focus and puts the summer back where we can have some fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it, because that's, to me, how I look at the hot girl summer, city girl summer, city boy summer. I look at it like everybody's just kind of committing to having fun and being a little more carefree. That's how I look at that.
Mm-hmm. Like, to me, I feel like it's always been going on. Now it's just cool to do it. Of course, you got extremes of everything, and some girls out here living their best city girl summer to the fullest, going too far. But hey, if you like it, I love it, man. I mean, at this time in Chicago, bro, if there's anything peaceful and joyous, I'm with it. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you happy, smiling, twerking, and drinking, I'm happy for you, sis. You could be doing so much worse. You know what I mean? So I'm with it.
It's interesting. Here's my question about that, because this kind of came up at the barbershop. What is exactly, I feel like, too far? Because, see, the one thing about Chicago, and people have said this before, Chicago tends to be repressive towards women. And I've heard that from women, that, Chicago put stipulations on how you can dress and things like that. And, Chicago is a conservative place, so to speak. And it was super interesting because everybody, I don't know if I said on the show, but I go to the swag shop. That's where I get my hair cut in Atlanta. So it's Killer Mike's Barbershop. It's on a historic street called Edgewood Avenue. And the thing about it is it's right next door to K. Michelle's restaurant, Puff and Pedals. Right next, down the street from Harold's on Edgewood. So that whole strip is popping. BQE's also on that block, whole bunch of stuff. So I say that. So I'm in the barbershop, and every time we're in the barbershop, you get a parade of good looking women usually going down the street or at Puff and Pedals. So this weekend I'm in there getting my hair cut, got my car wash going across the street, and I look up and the barbers kind of all scattered to the door. They're like, yo, man, this girl walked past. She's bad. So she walked past again. Apparently it just kept going up and down the street. Now, this is super interesting because when I go and finally look, because I'm in the chair, my barber, he did the wild thing. He never had me facing the window. And then at one point they was like, oh, she coming back again. So I'm looking and I'm like, I'm expecting to see a beautiful girl, whatever, come back past. And literally, yeah, she was cute or whatever, but then she had on the real booty shorts. Like her cheeks was just hanging out. And she wasn't even a big girl. She was small, petite girl. But I was like, whoa. And then her friend kind of had the same thing going on. But they were just walking up down the street. It wasn't even no cat caller. We were looking from inside the barbershop, but we was all still respectful enough. Nobody spoke. We was just looking. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's interesting because here, those girls are allowed to live in a city girl summer. The one pieces are everywhere. It's normal, and you see the girls with all the enhancements, surgical enhancements and stuff like that. And it's just they live in their best city girl summer life. So it's oh, okay. I got it. I see you. So I feel like here they're allowed to be a little more city girl summer than other places.
Yes. To me, Chicago is conservative because no one has stepped out yet. You know what I mean? We don't know what kind of weather we going to get. Shit, in Atlanta, it's 120. You got to be bucky naked. But also, the confidence. You look at a town, Atlanta is a hip-hop city. from the music, the culture, that dressing is nothing. You know what I mean? You think about Freaknik starting in the 90s. You think about all the strip clubs. It's pretty much second nature down there. You know what I mean? The strip club here, for instance, is not looked at like it is in Atlanta. In Atlanta, that's like a sanctuary. You know what I mean? And you get Chicago. I think the women in Chicago dress according to the music in Chicago. I think our music pretty much tells our story. Like, I look at the drill rappers and I just think about how many women here are infatuated with sneakers and gym shoes. You know what I mean? It's just like they can't get all the way out the hood. Atlanta women go dressed to impress. They gonna have on heels at Walmart, Joe. You know what I mean? They gonna be overdressed at all times. Like, we still have a sneaker culture here. And the women, I just don't see them, you know what I'm saying, doing like I say, like one of the best things I love for women to do is take a button up, roll up the sleeves, tie up the bottom, and open up like 2 buttons. I love that look with some short shorts and some heels. I love that look. You know what I mean? And I rarely see that in Chicago. But when I'm out in other places, they know how to make that work.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like a lot of Chicago women don't know how to make simple sexy. They either do too much and go too far, or they not doing enough. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Like, you'll see girls like, wait a minute, man, is that see-through? Like, no. That ain't gonna draw me to you. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. We just stuck, man. I tell people all the time, I really don't take up for Chicago women a lot. No offense to my Chicago ladies. I love all y'all. But we stuck in the middle, man. We stuck in the middle. We stuck in between the East Coast and the West Coast. And this girl got mad at me before. I'll never forget this girl here. And I was like, yeah, you probably a dime in Chicago, but you like a 7 in Miami.
Oh, God.
What does that mean? I mean, you call me ugly, but I'm just telling you the truth. I can take constructive criticism. Can you? You know, I'll just go get a haircut or something. I'll work around the ugliness, put on some clothes or something. But you actually trying. So, I just had to humble her real fast. I'm still rooting for y'all, Sugar. Y'all got to excuse me and here to calm me down.
It reminded me of Childish Gambino once said, he was like, he got a song. He's like pretty much a New York 6 is a 9 everywhere else. I was like, so rough. But yeah, I just hope everybody had fun with it, man. And that's it. You know, that's all I can say. Have fun with it. Be safe, of course. I got playlists out for it. But yeah, man, that's our time. No foreplay. About an hour up. So I'm trying to think. I feel like since we don't have an end on the show, I'm gonna say this. Y'all know that today is July 16th. So y'all know that we are the Q, formerly known as the Nigga Q, is July 27th. Same place as last year. The IG account is the Q Chicago. So go check it out. You should be there. We all should be there having fun, kicking it. Yeah, man, the Q Chicago. If anybody knows about the Q, I feel like everybody who listens should. And yeah, man, we out here. So hopefully y'all are there. Hopefully we resolve Brother Peterson's contract by then, his dispute by then. Fresh, what you got coming up?
Like I said, we got the Lion King premiere that'll be sold out. We got the Bonfire next Thursday. We have a party called Bridging the Gap August 3rd at Renaissance. And we have a Ye versus the World Day service party. I think that's going to be real dope. That's going to be at Thalia Hall. It's going to be real dope. We've been selling tickets like crazy. I think we had like 250 tickets sold or something crazy like that. But I think that's going to be real dope. Those are the upcoming events. I'll actually be spinning at the Bridge and the Gap party August 3rd at Renaissance. So y'all want to come check me out spinning. You know, a lot of people been asking me about the DJing and how it's going. That's something, Dion, we didn't touch on. The Sneak Lights party, the Converse edition. Me and Gio DJ, man, and everybody was like, man, y'all two compliment each other so well. You know what I mean? You know, he's more conservative and I'm more ratchet, but it worked. Like, it really, really worked. It was unbelievable, man. That was a good time. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Working on my craft. I'll put a mix with this. When we drop this, I'll drop the mix I did today. I'll drop it with it. You know what I'm saying? I also do mix upon request, you know, for a little bit of change, you know. So just let me know.
Cool. Well, no foreplay. Like I said, over East, out West takeover. No foreplay.
Bang,
We
bang.
out.